Have you ever wondered how a single revolution could change a nation and arguably the world? We are about to discuss a time in history that did precisely this: the French Revolution. The late 18th century witnessed France undergoing a period of radical transformation lasting a decade from 1789 to 1799. This crucial era signaled the end of absolute monarchy, birthing modern democratic institutions in France. You might wonder what catalyzed such a significant shift. The answer lies in two main factors. Firstly, France was in the throes of an economic crisis. The monarchy's uncontrolled spending and a crippling national debt had plunged the country into financial chaos. Secondly, social disparity was widespread. French society was split into three estates, with the third estate, the commoners, suffering extreme prejudice and oppression. However, change was in the air. Philosophers of the Enlightenment were advocating principles like liberty, equality, and fraternity, igniting a revolutionary spirit within the masses. Enlightenment philosophers were championing principles such as liberty, equality, and fraternity, sparking a revolutionary spirit among the populace. The French Revolution can be divided into three distinct phases. The first phase, spanning from the year 1789 to 1791, was ignited by the summoning of the Estates General, a general assembly representing the three estates of the realm: the clergy, the nobility, and the commoners. This was a defining moment that marked the beginning of a revolutionary era in French history. A major event of this phase was the formation of the National Assembly, a pivotal body that played a significant role in shaping the political landscape of France. This phase was also marked by iconic events such as the infamous storming of the Bastille, a symbol of absolute monarchic power, and the subsequent release of its prisoners. This was not just an act of defiance, but also a symbol of the struggle for liberty, equality, and fraternity. Another significant milestone was the Declaration of the Rights of Man and of the Citizen, a foundational document that set forth fundamental rights that are universal in nature. The second phase spanned from 1792 to 1794. This phase saw the revolution shift gears, taking a more radical turn. The monarchy, which had been a cornerstone of French society, was overthrown. This led to the Reign of Terror, the Committee of Public Safety, and the execution of King Louis XVI and Queen Marie Antoinette, a turning point in the French Revolution. The third and final phase, from 1795 to 1799, was known as the Directory. This period in French history was marked by political instability, numerous military conflicts, and the eventual rise of Napoleon Bonaparte to power, an event that would forever change the course of history. The impact of the French Revolution was far-reaching. It abolished the monarchy and established a republic in France, bringing about significant political change. The revolution popularized democratic principles, including democracy, citizenship rights, and rule of law, altering the political landscape profoundly. It also spread the spirit of nationalism across Europe, catalyzing future revolutions and independence movements. The French Revolution's legacy is vast and enduring. The Declaration of the Rights of Man and the Citizen emerged as a stronghold for defending human rights and became a symbol of hope and strength for countless freedom fighters worldwide. The revolution created a distinct national identity and unity among the French. It also paved the way for modern political ideologies, giving rise to liberalism, socialism, and conservatism. These ideologies have greatly influenced many political systems and continue to shape global politics. In essence, the French Revolution was a turning point in world history, the impact of which is felt today. Its profound influence continues to inspire movements for freedom, equality, justice, and human rights around the globe. Its impact reverberates even today, reminding us of the power of people united for a common cause. Having looked at the impact and legacy of the French Revolution, let's now delve deeper into the causes that led to this monumental event in world history. First off, an economic crisis was underway in France. This stressful situation was due to the nation's heavy debt load, a part of which arose from the financial aid it offered during the American Revolution and King Louis XVI's excessive spending. The common populace was hit hard by these economic constraints, further intensified by high taxes and a scarcity of food, specifically bread. This widespread dissatisfaction was the first spark for the rebellion. Next, the glaring social disparity in French society played a significant role. The societal structure was divided into three estates: the clergy, the nobility, and the commoners. The third estate, despite constituting about 98% of the population, bore the brunt of the taxes, while the first two estates enjoyed several privileges. This gross disparity ignited resentment among the commoners, fueling the flames for revolution. Finally, Enlightenment philosophies cannot be disregarded. Thinkers like Rousseau and Voltaire, with their radical ideas advocating for equality, democracy, and freedom, posed challenges to the prevailing norms. Their ideas were instrumental in provoking the masses into questioning the authority of the monarchy and the entitlements of the aristocracy. In essence, it was these three factors, the economic crisis, social inequality, and the influence of Enlightenment ideas, that created a catalyst for revolution. The French Revolution was not a sudden eruption, but a result of these simmering tensions and discontentment that had been brewing for years. Now that we have a clearer understanding of the causes that led to the French Revolution, let's delve deeper into the significant events that unfolded during this chaotic era. This was a period marked by the brave uprising of the ordinary people against the oppressive ruling class, a social turn that drastically altered the trajectory of history. We commence our journey on July 14, 1789, an inscribed date in the chronicles of history, known for the storming of the Bastille. The Bastille was a notorious state prison in Paris, emblematic of the unjust royal authority. The assault and subsequent fall of the Bastille were the spark that ignited the French Revolution, a day that is commemorated annually in France as Bastille Day. This landmark event symbolized termination of absolute monarchy and the birth of the power of the proletariat. Advancing to, we find ourselves immersed in the Reign of Terror, a spell characterized by a surge in political volatility and societal unrest. Under the dogmatic guidance of Maximilien Robespierre, countless individuals deemed antagonistic to the revolution faced brutal public executions by the guillotine. The Reign of Terror, with the beheading of Robespierre himself, signifying a decisive shift in the revolution. Subsequently, we witnessed the ascent of Napoleon Bonaparte. In the power vacuum that emerged post-revolution, Napoleon, a military strategist of note, seized authority and self-proclaimed his imperial status in 1804. His reign injected a much-needed stability to France following years of tumult, yet it also signified the end of the French Revolution and the commencement of the Napoleonic era. Such monumental occurrences were critical junctures in the French Revolution, steering the course of the revolution and indeed the very fabric of history itself. From the plummet of the Bastille to the rise of Napoleon, the French Revolution represented a span of transformative change and turbulence that would eternally revise the course of history. Finally, let's examine the consequences of the French Revolution, a period of 10 years that left an indelible mark on the world. This revolution instigated changes both in France and globally, altering the trajectory of history and crafting the world we know today. It signaled the end of monarchy in France, replacing it with a republic where the state head is elected, and power lies with the public. This political transition initiated the rise of democracy and republicanism worldwide, signifying a pivotal moment in governance history. Furthermore, it triggered significant societal reforms. The feudal system, a cornerstone of the old order, was abolished, transforming French society as privileges of the nobility and clergy were dismantled, and common people's rights were acknowledged. It also engendered a profound sense of nationalism among the French, impacting global history in subsequent centuries. The French Revolution's global impact can't be overstated. It sparked other revolutions and movements globally. The revolution's ideals, liberty, equality, and fraternity, motivated others to oppose oppressive regimes and demand rights. This revolution's aftermath was felt globally, from America's shores to Russia's vast expanses. In the end, the French Revolution left a lasting legacy that crossed boundaries and eras, molding world's political, social, and cultural landscape. It was a time of radical change, a tribute to the populace's power and humanity's enduring spirit against oppression and despotism.